of all, first of all, peace, and power to my people. We're gonna start off with a national vibration of love and support from our ancestors. To all of our ancestors who have lived here, grown here, and who were lost here for outside ideas and outside ways of living, we thank you for your protection, for your support, for your love, and for our abilities to continue to know what's right and what's wrong. We are the nation of the Black Sun. We chose this name because we know the truth. Everything is not what it seems. Okay. Even to something as obvious as the sun that's in the sky. Now, if we agreed, then we would say the sun is all of ours. One race thinks they discovered the sun because they noticed it was there and then they put a label or a word on it. This race knew that the sun was always there. They couldn't have put it up there as men, but they claimed it. Land has been claimed, people's cultures and customs have been claimed and changed, and people have changed because of these changes. So our point of what we're trying to do now is re-educate ourselves about the ways of old. We want to re-educate ourselves about what we can do for the future and how we can make the problems that are clear and present day dangerous to us. Okay, from race issues to society issues to governmental policies to control to enforcement, all of these things we have been on the bottom of. Okay, we have not been benefiting from being a part of the system as a whole. So we agree that we need to separate, segregate, and reunify the minds, the bodies, and the souls of our people for us to be able to live for a better future. We have come up with an economic plan which it kind of resembles sharecropping. Okay, sharecropping. It kind of resembles sharecropping because, first of all, we can't trust the food that we're getting forced. Even the clean food, there's a price difference. Okay, so we can avoid all of these things financially, economically, and health wise if we were growing, producing, and selling our own food. So that's plan number one. We wrap that around. Our living conditions are horrific. Being connected to the city and town's utilities and powers, those things are unnecessary because we have technology that we can use clean, natural energy. And secondly, it will financially set us free because most of the money that we are working for within this system is going back to utility bills that are unnecessary and they are polluting. Okay. Natural gas, oil, coal, all of those things are things that are not when they're broken down and used the way that we use them, they are dangerous to the atmosphere, they're dangerous to the earth. One of our major important points of what we're trying to do is we are trying to use the cleanest way of living, the cleanest way of building, the most natural. We don't want to leave a problem for the future to clean up. We don't want pollutions. We don't want drugs. We don't want pharmaceuticals. Everything that we want as our ancestors have had it because they survived until the point where a man interjected himself into their lives or a system controlled by outside men. We are under colonization. Outside foreign ideas have came here and implanted themselves, embedded themselves. But we understand the truth. We understand the truth by going back to the ways of our ancestors. We need to grow our own food. We need to build our own homes in our own communities. We need to separate micro homes, clean mobile energy, clean living, okay, for the fraction of a price. This was inspired by the inability to get along domestically with people that we are forced to live around. Okay? While we see these people often gate up their communities to have private living sectors, gated communities, and then on the other side of the coin, we see other people that they have permitted to have reserves or reservations, okay? While the rest of the population was stripped and miseducated of their identity. There's only one race of people on this planet that are miseducated on where their homeland is while they're standing on it, okay? By nationality, not by race. Race is something that was created by men, and there is ways that it can be manipulated, okay? For instance, a pale-skinned man can put on certain aspects to change the way he looks, okay? He can control his body because it is a blank, empty palette. Anything can be drawn in it, okay? On the other side, the other people are already filled in, colored in, all fully organic, fully natural with their ways of being, living, and thinking. There's no way to change that. Now we are coming into social confusion by being forced to think that we are unnatural and they are natural. And this is our confusion. So, with separation, with clean food, with clean living, we will be able to re socialize and re civilize ourselves. We were not civilized by the outside foreigners, we were colonized. They like to use wordplay. The European keeps saying that he came over here and civilized us. How is this possible when the Europeans were in the Dark Ages for 800 years, meaning that they didn't accept the education of the ones before them, whom were dark people? They came here and built there. Therefore, their homeland was already something they avoided. Remember, they revolted against the people that supported them and then claimed independence from those people. By teaching in their public schools and by example, they tell us every day that we can do the same. We can occupy occupation. The law in America is occupation is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of the law. So if 9 out of 10 people in your town is black, so called, then that town is a black town. So by population and by declaration, we reclaim all the land that we live on, and we will rebuild our communities unattached and unhindered by their governments, as long as we're ready to separate and reunify amongst ourselves, create farms, create businesses, and continue the wave of the future. The future is moving digitally. Therefore, everything is different. Clean energy, disposable and mobile homes. It's all possible. Hydro, solar power, wood pellets. Okay. We have the possibilities to make the world better for our children. And that's the point. This is where we're going to start. This is our first step. And I am the Black Face. I'm known to my tribe as Tall Crow. And to the online community, I am Amor Rael. King G. To my children, I am theirs. To my wife, I am support. To my mother, I am a witness to how hard it is to live. And to you, I am the builder that will lay the first block. The cornerstone will be set by us in agreement when we build this community first. It's the first example. Once the example is set, we can continue on to build. So from the nation of the Black Sun, the Black Face, we will continue to build through what we know is truth and honorable. So first of all, you must honor your mother, honor your daughters, honor your sisters, because without them, we have nothing and no community. Okay? So we'll start there. Community farming, sharecropping, clean energy, micro mobile homes, shipping container houses, shipping container communities, zero utility bills for life. Zero. Self secured, self sufficient, self serving, clean communities is very possible, and we're going to show you. From the nation of the Black Sun, many voices, one destiny. And this is my first YouTube video. I don't know how to stop it. Nope, that wasn't it. There's no stop button. I guess I just hit the X. Yes.